Hi, I'm Dr. Andy. Welcome to The Advisor, the channel everybody loves to hate. Now remember, just because you're a liberal doesn't mean you're tolerant. Now that we've got that out of the way, what should we talk about today? I have a topic. I have a topic. And the topic is Happy Holidays! Happy Holidays! Isn't it interesting? Now, we all know what Happy Holidays is all about, don't we? Yes, Happy Holidays is the virtue signaling of the regressive left. Because if you say Merry Christmas, which means that you're either a Christian yourself or recognizing a Christian holiday and respecting the traditions of Christianity, knowing that it's Christmas time, so it's a time of year to wish people a Merry Christmas. But somebody on the regressive left comes back with Happy Holidays! A little smile, and you can feel it online even, or if they say it in person, it's even more obvious. The message is what? I'm superior to you. I'm better than you. Yes. Because why? Because I'm not one of those nasty Christians who created all those horrible wars and crusades throughout the ages and tried to destroy all the other religions and so on and so forth. I respect everybody. That's why I say Happy Holidays. And if you're a Christian, you're a horrible person. Of course, it's not quite stated, but everybody knows the underlying message is there. It's unmistakable. And why do I say that? Why is it obvious? Well, let's take a look at this, okay? I've been in many places in the world, and I know that there are thousands of holidays and different traditions all over the world. For example, in Thailand, they have a wonderful occasion called Loi Gatong, which is a celebration which involves kind of a purifying, and you kind of put these tongs on the river and the sins kind of flow away and the things that you've done wrong. It's sort of a renewal through the symbol of the water, which has always been important in the rivers and the farming communities in Thailand for thousands of years. So, you have this wonderful festival called Loi Gatong. And I've been through several of them living in Thailand. And I've never once had a single person say Suk San Wan Yut, which means happy holiday. Everybody always says Happy Loi Gatong. Interesting. And, they have another holiday, which is the Thai New Year, which occurs in April. And they always say, Sawadee Be Mai, Happy New Year. Some people say, Sawadee Be Mai Thai, Happy Thai New Year, to distinguish from the Western holiday or the sort of holiday that is celebrated in most of the rest of the world, which is the end of the Julian calendar year, taking place on the 31st, coming up shortly, as a matter of fact. Anyway, nobody ever says. And I lived in the Middle East. I lived in Kuwait a couple of times, a couple of different years, working in Kuwait. And, we had this wonderful holiday, Eid Mubarak, and another holiday called Ramadan. I never once heard anybody say Happy Holidays. It was always Happy Eid Mubarak or Happy Ramadan, or when we broke fast, which is the traditional dinner during the Ramadan period. They call it iftar. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I'm sorry for my Muslim and Arab friends if I am. But at any rate, iftar is something like that, the breaking of fast. And I had a wonderful Egyptian girlfriend one of the years I lived in Kuwait, and she was kind enough to take me to an iftar dinner and show me some of the traditions and the different things they ate and the prayers and so on. It was wonderful, and I really appreciated that opportunity. But I didn't notice anybody saying Happy Holidays during Ramadan or during the iftar dinners. I didn't notice anybody saying it during Eid Mubarak. The Jews also have lots of holidays. Hanukkah, for example, is one of them. And there's a Passover celebrated in Judaism and Christianity. And somehow it seems that it's okay to wish people, happy Hanukkah or what have you, in the Buddhist tradition. But it's interesting that the regressive left only attacks Christianity. Isn't that interesting? The only occasion that comes up for Happy Holidays is Christmas. The most sacred holiday of Christianity. Isn't that interesting? So the attack is only reserved for Christianity, which, just if you go back in history, happens to be the religion of the Puritans, happens to be the religion of the people who built countries like America and Canada. Isn't that interesting? So the attack is reserved. Isn't that so? Is it a surprise to you? It's actually not a surprise to me, because if you look at it in the wider context of what the regressive left, and of course their allies, the feminists, they're always with those feminists. Isn't it wonderful? Basically, the attack is on the nuclear family. The attack is on family values. The attack is on traditional role models, where you have the father in the home, and usually is the one going out to work and so forth, and mom looking after the kids, and sort of a Christian traditional nuclear family. That's what we're attacking. It's not a coincidence that "Happy Holidays, I'm superior to you" is only reserved for Christianity. There's no attack on Islam. There's no attack on Judaism. There's no attack on Buddhism. There's no attack even on animism or some of the possibly more somewhat esoteric or older forms of practice that are out there. Zoroastrianism. There are many different traditions that are out there. Only one. Only the Christians come up for attack. Let's gang up on those Christians and let's hate on them and show the world how awful they are. And the interesting thing is how tolerant the Christians are of the intolerant, let's call a spade here, the unbelievably intolerant left. How can you say that you're not intolerant when you only level the attempt to destroy a holiday on one tradition? I mean, they're actually talking about, don't laugh, they're talking about in Europe, let's get rid of the holiday because maybe Muslims are offended. I don't think they're offended. I have lots of Muslim friends. I've wished them Merry Christmas. I've never had a problem with them. They wish me Happy Ramadan. I've never had a problem with it. This is not about, okay, so let's not even pretend that this is about Muslims even being against it or the Muslims being offended, because in the whole scale, they're basically not. Most of them are not. And those that are maniacs from ISIS, and we should be offending those people. Okay? So, no, the Muslims are not offended. Not at all. In fact, many of my Muslim friends have already wished me Merry Christmas. And I'm not surprised by that, because that's what you would expect because of the respect that we have, and mutual respect. So it is not even about the Muslims. It's about the left destroying the traditions that built the Judeo-Christian ethic, that built America and built Canada and built much of Europe. And that's what this is about. The Muslims are a straw man. They're being used, viciously used by the left. That's exactly what this is, okay? It's absolutely, let's call it what it is, folks. This whole Happy Holidays nonsense is about the effort to destroy the Judeo-Christian ethic. And the sad thing is, it's had a lot of success, which is actually tragic, because if you look at the nuclear family, if you look at the way America was in the 50s and 60s and even into the 70s and early 80s, if you look at Canada, if you look at Europe, and now you look at it the way it is now, with the destruction of the family, with the single motherhood, with so many children that were born from single mothers getting into crime and drugs and violence and rape and on, et cetera. And the statistics are all there, folks. Everybody knows that. I'm not making any of this up. You can go out there. It doesn't take a long time to find out that, when you have a mother and a father in the home, and you have a tradition, you have your following religious values, what have you, you have a much better chance as a child of success in life. It is absolutely true. And anybody that tries to deny it is simply trying to deny. It's like trying to deny that 2 + 2 is 4. I mean, go ahead if you want. Or trying to, deny that, the earth revolves around the sun. I mean, the factual material is there. We have the backup. We have the statistics. So, what is this about? This is about simply a destruction. And it's tied in with all of these other things. It's subtle. It seems like such a wonderful little tolerant thing. We're just trying to allow everybody, include everybody in this holiday, except the fact that it's not an inclusive holiday. It happens to be a Christian holiday, which is great. If you want to be included, come and join us and celebrate. It's wonderful. Just like I was included when I was in Kuwait, and I was included in Eid Mubarak, and I was included in Ramadan and the other things, and it was wonderful, and I so appreciate them. But I didn't go in and try to say, I want to be included. I want you to say Happy Holidays because I'm going to be offended. No. And you know what? Here's the thing. The Muslims are not offended either. This is not about the Muslims. This is not about people who believe in Islam, okay? It's not about any kind of race or anything else. It is about the subtle things, and there's so many things. This is one example of what we are trying to do as a society and what the regressive left is doing in their efforts to destroy the nuclear family and blow up Western civilization. And it may well succeed. And if it succeeds, when the Chinese, because I'll tell you something, the Chinese believe in the family. I'll tell you something, the Chinese believe in personal responsibility. I tell you something, the Chinese believe in working hard and being competitive. And you know what? If you want to blow up Western civilization and try to face the Chinese with the laziness of the SJWs, good luck, because the Chinese are going to clean your blanking clock. God bless you all. And yes, late, but still, Merry Christmas. Not Happy Holidays. Merry Christmas. God bless you all. I'd love to hear your comments and your thoughts. If you like the video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and let me hear what you have to say. This is the advisor checking out. God bless. Much love.